Hi everyone, welcome back for another week of the weekly assignment collage challenge by Margarete Miller. We are on week 23 and it's a strange one this week, so I hope you will hang around and watch the progress of this one. I'm not really sure about it yet. We'll see how I feel when we get it finished. For those of you that are not familiar, Margarete Miller has available on her Etsy a 52-week weekly assignment. This is volume 2. And you can purchase just the prompts like I did here. You can purchase a planner that has all the prompts printed with a nice starting background, or you can print the digital copy and make your own planner. I am using just a regular old sketchbook, 9.5 by 6. You, of course, could make that bigger, smaller, whatever you wanted. I've seen some people that do it in an altered book, which would work as well. So, however you choose to do it is fine. And like I said, we are on week 23. All of these previous collages are available in a playlist on my YouTube channel if you would like to see how I created any of those. And I'm just quickly flipping through, and like I said, we are on week 23. This was last week, and again, we're going to go long ways. So, for this week, we have, let me flip over here, and what I will do is once I finish the entire year, I will cut these out and put you know, each one of them on the back of the collage so that I can go back, you know, and see what prompts I had to do them. But for now, I'm just keeping them all together in just the pages. Okay, week 23. We have song lyrics or title. And I have picked Fly Like an Eagle from the Steve Miller Band. It's one of my favorite songs. And all I did was print it out on my printer and cut it to the size and then did some stamping and aging. So that's my song lyrics. The next thing we have is red. And to incorporate the red, we're going to use this, and you'll see how in a minute. And then we have a road sign, and I have a couple of things with road signs. One is this piece, which has the Route 66 sign, and it also has our number for the week. And then I also have this piece, which is out of Tim Holtz paper, you know, the little bitty ATC size squares that comes in the 12 by 12 pad. And I found this one that has all these street sign names on it, so I'm going to use that. The next thing is something with wings, and I have my wings here, and I just cut those out of with a die cut out of just plain tissue paper. And then I, before I took the die off, I rubbed it with Distress ink and kind of used it as a stencil. And then I stamped my little crackle stamp on it. And then tissue paper and napkin. This is my tissue paper. This is my napkin. So I am using both. And then the bonus is rubber stamping. And like I said, these are rubber stamps. That's a rubber stamp. I used a rubber stamp to make these little swirlies. So I think we've got that pretty well covered. So I'm going to start putting together the background first. And all I did was cut some of those little ATC size pieces that are similar in color out of the Tim Holtz paper, and I'm going to create my background with that. I thought that was a good way to not only incorporate, you know, my street signs, but also my lyrics, and it makes them look like maybe they belong together. This was a tough one to make things feel like they were cohesive. So, yeah, I'm hoping that I was able to do that. What I'm going to do, I believe, and I didn't even say hi or anything. I hope everybody is having a good day and has had a good week. Today is my Friday. It is my first week of only working Monday through Thursday. And so I'm looking forward to having a 3-day weekend. And I hope everybody else is having a good week too. I'm going to kind of stagger these around a little bit, I believe, just to give it some kind of something going on. And I think what I'm going to do is I think I am going to actually, I'm going to glue them, but I'm also going to use some of this. I have 2 different washies here. This one has some red in it, so if I feel like I need some more red, I may use that one. But I kind of want to use this one because it has kind of an industrial look to it. And I think this is how I'm going to put down my pieces. And this came in my Cora Cray box 1 month. I can't remember what month, but that's where that came from. So, and you notice I left all these edges squared. I have inked them already. But yeah, I kind of wanted to keep the edges square because what I may do is angle the washi tape. But I'm going to get these down first so we can see what I got to work with. Covered up my glue book. So here we go. I'm going to see if we can make this work. I am going to put this one up in the top left because it is one of the prompts, which is the street signs. So I want to make sure that when everything is dead and done, when everything is said and done, that, you know, that is not covered up by everything else, and you can still see that it's obviously the signs. Okay, so then this one I'm going to stagger a little bit over on the other side. And I'm going to put it all the way out, I believe, and then my tape will, not all the way to the edge, but not right up against the other one. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, and then I'm going to put my lyrics here somewhere, maybe like that. This one was kind of weird. And then I was, you know, looking because I have not cut up my prompts. And next week's is asking, it says, do you have a favorite song, artist, or style of music? And you have to create a collage based on that. So we're going to be doing music lyrics next week, but I guess next week would be more like a picture collage of your favorite song rather than just the lyrics. So it will differ a little bit. But it's still music, so I don't know what I'm going to do for that either, because there are so many songs that I love. I don't know if I can think right offhand what my favorite song would be. this one here and this one down here. Over like that, I think. I will tell you, for this weekend's video, I am working on a custom order for someone, and it is a patriotic journal. So if you want to tune in for that and see how that is going, that is my plan for this weekend's video. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to take this, and anywhere there's a white space, I want to put this tape. So there. And all this is doing really is just filling in the voids. Kind of giving us a nice, even but interesting background. And one across here. And we should be good with that. We might want to do one here too. See if I can not cover up my number. Put it there and then wrap it. Sorry, I'm sure I sounded like I was mumbling then. Trim that off. Okay, so now we got our background, and I'm wondering now, should I take the red and go across? Since I did all those kind of up and down, do we want to bring some red in? Here and there, since red is one of the prompts as well. My granddaughter has gone to her first summer camp, and my daughter called me today, and she's ready for her to come home. She comes home tomorrow, and she's not been away this long before. And I told her, I said, see, now you know how I felt when you were, you know, doing all these softball trips and camps and stuff. And it's not easy on the mamas. She's got 2 boys, but that's her only girl, so. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Got us a nice background. So this is what we're going to do for the tissue paper and the... I have made this into kind of a skirt. I can't talk today. Skirt looking thing. And I have cut out this top of the body picture. And so I'm going to put this here. And then I'm going to put the wings behind her like that. So this is going to be a fairly simple one, but we're meeting all the criteria, so I think I'm okay with that. And we may do, which I didn't bring any over here, but we may do some additional stamping of some sort. So, and I also think I want to ink this just a little bit. Not with that one. It won't do me any good to put the dauber in the top, will it? And like I said, this is just a regular napkin, and I took the, you know, the plies off the back, so it's just a single layer. And I think I'm just going to use my glue stick to put it down. Oh, and I've got these too, because these are stamps as well. And I just stamped the clock, and I stamped the little crackles in red. And the reason I did the clock is from the song lyrics, you know, time keeps on slipping, slipping. So that's why I did that. So let's make sure we don't cover up our number. Or our lyrics or our signs. All right, so we want to do that right above the 2. And I'm going to put one of these up here, I believe. And then I think I'm going to put one here. And maybe one here. Something like that. Okay, so let's glue those clocks down first. So that one goes in between those two. Turn it upside right. It doesn't need to be, I don't guess, but it will make me feel better. Uh-oh. I might move that one just a little bit further down to about right where that one is. Okay, now let me get a new glue page because I for sure don't want to rip my wings or my, and actually what I might do is I might put glue on the page instead of, all right, so if I go kind of here, would rather do that and wipe some of it off than rip my napkin, if you know what I mean. Now I'm just going back and getting some of the places that, you know, are doubled up underneath. Just kind of make sure everything is stuck down okay. I'm just putting a little bit there so it'll hold my creases in, because obviously when I put the bodice on, it's going to hold the skirt. I'm going to turn this up just a little bit more so she doesn't look too waisty. Okay, and then I'm going to put her wings down before I glue that down. So I'm going to put glue on the back of this. And this is, like I said, it's just plain tissue paper, but it's a roll of Tim Holtz plain tissue paper that I got at Tuesday Morning. I don't think he makes it anymore, but it's pretty sturdy. I think it's the same that he uses on his, you know, his printed papers, but it's just plain. There's nothing on it. And I really like it because it's a little sturdier than just like wrapping tissue paper. Okay, and then let's do this one. Get that edge real good. Oops, knocked her for a loop there. All right, so now we're ready to put the bodice on, and I'm going to do it with art glitter glue just because it's going on top of that other stuff, and I want to make sure that it sticks down well. And this picture is actually a famous painting. And it was in a calendar that I found that has all these paintings in it. And I can't tell you off the bat who it is. But it had the perfect bodice for what I wanted to do. So I just cut the bottom part off, you know. It's the picture, the whole picture looks like they're dressing her, so her dressing, maids are dressing her for something. So there were actually other people in it, and I just cut them all out and cut the bottom off. So, and I think it works perfectly. Now I'm going to get my Stabilo All and just kind of go around her a little bit to bring her out. And I'm really not even going to worry about wetting it too much because I'm afraid that if I do, it'll destroy the napkin. But I do want to get, you know, some color, a little bit of color around her. I can do up here if I'm really careful. I don't want to do around her wings. Let me see if I can do this without putting too much water on the napkin here. Okay, there we go, week 23. I think I can live with that. I do believe. I almost wish there was something else going on there, like a little darker stamp or something. What could I do? I'm trying to look at some of the other, it really needs to be something a little darker black, but I do not want to, you know, do it in such a way that you can't see. You can't see the words. I think what I'll do is think about it. And if I decide that I'm going to do something there, I will take a picture after I do it, and it will be at the end of the video. So let's make sure we got everything. I want to find out that I forgot something after we're done. Okay, we've got song lyrics, our title, we've got red, we've got a road sign, we've got these and these, something with wings. That's really a somebody with wings, I guess, but that counts. Tissue paper or napkin, we have both, and rubber stamping, and we have quite a bit of that. So we have everything covered, and I think it came out okay. It's kind of simple for me for a collage, but I like it. I like the way it ended up, and I hope you guys liked it as well. So until this weekend, I hope everybody continues to stay safe and stay healthy, and I'll see you all this weekend. Bye.